Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now it's Rodgers. And Adams has it, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of
It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
45. Mike, 45.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st down, Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And this is going to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
And the 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Will Redmond. He's got daylight. 20, 10. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Well, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brady. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. Shotgun now for Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They do go for it. It's Brady. Going up top for Miller. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown, and pick it off.
The Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. JPP cruising in for the sack that time.
The tackle made back at the 47-yard line.
Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, and he's going to go down again. Credit the sack to Vita Vea. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he's got a first down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
The corner, Perry Nickerson, had the tackle.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones.
Do what we do.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 40-yard line.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Rodgers to throw once more. It's caught. Jones. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. On 1st down, Rodgers. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Buccaneers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now a throw here, hauled in, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender. Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
With the handoff to Aaron Jones. He was brought down by Shaq Barrett. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28.
Sean Bunting on the tackle. A loss of 1. Brings up
throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Throwing is Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1. On first down, it's Jones, and he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Buccaneers' 47-yard line.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Taken down, back at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Ndamukong Suh with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. Now this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Fournette, a first down carry. And some good tackling there as he's stopped up at about the 41. Preston Smith there on the stop. Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. They'll run it again with Fournette. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Damon Harrison on
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry. Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust? Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. From the gun, Brady. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Packers on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 38 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Now Crosby for the point after. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this fourth quarter.
14. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run it with Jones. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Jones. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They give it off here to the tight end. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Down at the 20-yard.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a one-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bucs are going to take the lead.
Point after.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22.
Take on Austin on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 22. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Drops it to Jones in the flat. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Rodgers.
Jason Pierre-Paul in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
3rd down.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. That's to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Rodgers. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down. Second and 10. Back to throw. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. To throw is Rodgers. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
At the 17-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams.
Rodgers
not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1. Is tempted to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least.
And it's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play, so it might as well have not even had the penalty.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Brady to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. From the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you.
Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And that's how this one ends, in dramatic fashion in overtime with the interception. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tackle made at the 36-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Well, there's that man again. It's complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He'll let it fly for Austin. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Carlton Davis picks it. And that's how this one ends, in dramatic fashion in overtime with the interception. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaughan. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Lambeau, good night, everybody.
I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, with the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone. The Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Green Bay Packers.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from Tampa. First carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of a yard.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
10 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, 57 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Packers nothing. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
For 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And now look at him go. The 20, 10, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown.
Aaron Jones, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And this is what you wanted to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th. They do go for it. It's Brady. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
44-yard line.
Fournette running out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up.
They'll run with Fournette. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. On 1st down, Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Throwing is Brady on third down. He's got Evans. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
On second down, it's Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. On third down, here's Jones. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, Ryan Suckup now for the Buccaneer field goal. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment.
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
On the counter, here's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
And it's 3rd down.
Now Rodgers. Being chased out left. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. He'll let it fly for Austin. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Green Bay.
Tavon Austin, 56 yards. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Packers 14, Buccaneers 10. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Brady gives this one off to Jones. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
11 more yards. That's another Buccaneers.
On first down, it's Jones. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. This is Jones. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 44. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Shotgun now for Brady. And that will be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. He's going deep for Brown. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop.
Turnover on downs.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. It's a gain of 34. The left side completion to Jones. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now they go screen. It's complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Rodgers again now. Steps away to his left. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Is good. Makes the score Packers 21, Buccaneers 10. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. They're targeting Godwin once more, this time complete. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack. To try again after the sack. Brady over the middle here to Brown. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. To throw on third down. Brady. The catch made by Miller. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through.
21.
So yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. This has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a one-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10. He'll let it fly for Austin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
Again, it's Fournette. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 3 yards on first, 4 on second, and now 5 on 3rd down. Move the sticks from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun. Brady.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Brady again. Forced out to his left. Man open left side is Brown. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I think by now it's been demonstrated quite well in the NFL that mobility is an attribute. But when you couple it with accuracy, you've really got something going. Able to get outside the pocket and complete the pass.
Fournette fighting through. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now Leonard Fournette. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and...
They hand off to their big tight end. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They're going to go with the tight end here on the running play. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bucs are within a 2-point conversion of tying us up. Extra point try now for Succop. And this is now a one-point game.
Makes the score Packers 21, Buccaneers 20. Kickoff for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And this one is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22.
The 3rd quarter now, a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Buccaneers 20.
Barbados with the hustle pockets, distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where you...
To throw is Rodgers. He'll let it fly for Austin. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, a 22. Now Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try again with Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. From the gun, Brady. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5.
26. Packers 21. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
A loss of 4 yards. And it's third down. 3rd and 12.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
4th down.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go with Jones. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
The ball carrier.
4 yards on the pickup, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Levante David in on the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers looking deep. It's caught inside the 25. 39 yards there, a big one.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones, and he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
15-yard line.
Again, it's Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Now Rodgers to throw on 3rd down. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Flushed out right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Jones. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 22. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
2-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. Jones. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They're going to run this with a tight end. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. So they converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. A big loss on the play. That's the bad news. A consolation. They keep the football. And that disastrous play partner is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It certainly is, because they give up the 2 points. But that's not really what did it. It's having to give up the football. And because they gave up the football, guess what? The other team now can take the ball and close this game out.
Tonight's final.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all